What up, what up? Welcome to the Thomas Game Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Rell Boogie.
And I'm just Tiffany.
And this is the Thomas Game Podcast. How you doing this evening, dear?
I'm feeling good. I'm on my second glass of wine tonight. I'm ready to get into it.
So, we gonna see Tipsy Tiff tonight?
No, that's not for everybody. That's just for you, boo.
Okay, exactly. Want to say good evening to everybody. And I want to give a shout out, man. You know, this is a couples podcast. I want to give a shout out to all the lovers, to all the married couples, all the boyfriends, the girlfriends, all the baby mamas, the baby daddies. You know what I'm saying?
The baby mamas and the baby daddies?
Both of them. You know what I'm saying? Both of them get a shout out.
Okay, I guess, some of them still in situationships.
The single ladies, the single dudes, everybody gets a shout out, man. You know what I'm saying? Showing some love to everybody today. And as usual, if if this is your first time listening and you never subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Also on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, and other listening platforms as well. And again, you can hit that notification bell, and every video that is uploaded, you will get a notification to let you know. All
okay.
Right? And also, before we start, I know we always seem like we start off with sad stuff, but
you got something sad?
I mean, we gonna not nothing sad, but we're gonna celebrate it. He ain't here no more. 2 days ago was March 9th, and that is the day, the anniversary when one of the greatest MCs passed away, Frank White, aka Biggie Smalls. 23 years later. I want to say rest in peace to King, man.
All right, rest in peace.
All right, stand up, Brooklyn. All right, dear. So, what you want to get into first?
Did we have anything that we wanted to revisit from last week's episode? I know a lot of people had some comments.
I mean, not really.
No? Okay.
Yeah, y'all can go ahead, and if you missed it, you go ahead and check it out. Episode 6. Oh, I forgot. This is episode 7, by the way. Episode 7. So if you missed it, check out not only episode 6, but check out the first 6 episodes. If you missed them, and leave us your comments and like it. Let us know what you think. So.
Okay. Are you done before I jump in? Because I know usually you like to.
I like to what?
Go back and make sure you listed all the platforms that we're on.
Nah, go ahead. What you want to start off with first?
So let's get into it. Let's start with the discussion that I posted on our story. And you going live?
Yeah, it's going live on IG Live.
Hey, IG Live. Okay, so I'm curious to know. So even if you don't catch us on IG Live, whatever platform you listen to us, let us know what you think about this. You ready?
Look at you. Okay.
Yeah, look at me.
IG Live, I know you see that Mamba gift. It ain't over. It's never gonna be over. Tosh, what's up? I see you. It's never gonna be over. It's always gonna be, number 8 forever.
Okay. So here it is. You ready?
Ready.
If a woman initiates the first date, should she be expected to pay?
Okay. Let me break this down a little bit.
Break it down.
Now, usually when you initiate the first date, you're supposed to pay. I mean, my bad. Not the first date. When you initiate a date,
right,
you're supposed to pay.
I don't know about that. Let's focus on the first date, though. On the very first date, let's say y'all exchange numbers, y'all talking, and she asks, she might ask a general question, so when we going out, can we go check out a concert? Can we go check out a show? Can we go to dinner? So because she initiated the conversation, should she be expected to pay first?
On the first date, no. The first date, women want to be courted. It's up to us to, take the woman out on the first date. The thing about it is a woman is not going to initiate the first date.
And these times, I don't know. I think they will.
Huff,
Tasha said no. Tasha said no. The woman should not be expected to pay on the first date. I agree.
Tip Thomas, I see you. How you doing? Trading on the way.
Yay.
Huff, what
baby
up?
Trading.
Yeah, I mean, these days, women are a lot more aggressive, I guess, because...
Aggressive? You have to be aggressive to ask a man out on a date?
Yes, you do. You do, because the shortage of men.
Well, maybe the man just shy. He might not approach the girl. So she took it upon herself to ask him out.
Yo, Huff says if she asked, then yeah. All right, Huff, my boy.
Because on the first date, you think she should be expected to pay on the first date?
But that's how people, whether first date or not, a lot of people are going to say, hey, whoever initiates it, they have to pay.
I'm not paying. Hey, brother, I see you.
Well, you're not gonna Travell. What up? The thing is, like, majority of women are not gonna ask, but then again, these women will, because again, they're gonna be aggressive. So
yeah, let's talk about the woman that will ask. Mm-hmm. Do you think she should pay on the first date? You said no, right?
I would say no. I would say, because I'm old school. I'm used to of paying the first date as a man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now, if you're going together for, you know, it turns into a relationship.
Right.
You know, you've been together a while, whatever. Not even a while. Like, it just progresses. You know what I'm saying? Then if she initiates it, then all right, you can pay. But the first date, mm-hmm. fellas, that's on us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take care of that.
She said we old school. I'm sorry, I was reading the comments from live. So yeah, if you guys are together for a long time and she initiates a date, or she says, I'm gonna take you out. Ladies, if you say you're gonna take your man out, take him out, show him a good time, pay. It's okay. It doesn't make you look bad. It doesn't make you less of a woman.
You're saying when to do this?
No, I'm just saying not on the first date.
Okay.
No. If you guys been together for a long time and you going out and you offer to take your man out, take him out.
Let me bring back the question to Javelle. Ask the question. What was your question?
Oh, if a woman initiates the first date, should she be expected to pay?
That was the question, Javelle. But continue on what you were saying.
Well, I was saying, if time has gone by and you guys are still together, mm-hmm. and she says, hey, I want to take you out, then yeah, I think she should. Right. She should pay.
As a man, personally, you know,
it's okay to pay. I think some ladies think it makes them less of a woman.
Yeah, it's ladies out there who feel like, you know, I'm gonna be that guy tonight. You know, I'm always that guy. It's ladies out there who feel like they don't have to pay at all, and that's a big problem. Like, you know, it comes off very selfish.
But I think it goes back to like that's an old-fashioned way, I think.
Yeah. Back
in the day, because you always hear about the dog chasing the cat. Cat don't chase the dog. Cat being the women, dog being the men. So some people feel like if they go out on a date, even if they initiate it or not, the man should always pay. Now, I'm saying it's okay sometimes, lady. Take that bill.
Right. Huff, I agree with that there. Huff says if she asks him and she don't know if his money right, then she can't expect him to pay. Well, you know, as the dude, you'd be like, you know what, this ain't the right time. Maybe we could try next week. Right. You know what I'm saying? That, like, you got to be straight up with people. Like, if you fronting like you got it, and then when the time come, the bill come, you be like, oh, I left my wallet or something.
Right.
Like, you got to be straight up and honest. If it ain't the right time to do something, hey, next week I got you.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I was gonna say, me personally as a man, it would feel weird for the first date for a woman to pay for me.
He did say, me personally, I'll pay, but it shouldn't be expected because she initiated it. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way, and I can't knock anybody for feeling that way, because again, the person who initiates the date is always said for the one that pays it. Like, women will come up to you and be like, hey, let's go out and have some coffee. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I think also, if you don't have it, let's say you're the guy and she asks you out on a date and you don't have it, you don't have to plan a date where it's expensive. It's an expensive date. You know what I mean? Like, just show interest. Yeah. Take her to the beach. Take her to the park. Do something. Now, if she chooses she don't want to do that, then you have to make a decision if you want to be with that woman. Right. You know what I mean? And that's vice versa. Ladies, if you're with a man and you do go out on the first date and you initiate it and he doesn't pay, then chances are there probably won't be a second date.
Travell says absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, we agree with that. Now, Tasha saying, okay, it shouldn't be expected if y'all been together for a while.
It shouldn't. You know, again, you know, the first day is very critical. You know, like they say, you know, your first impression can be your last. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You have a choice to make, you know, after that first date.
Yeah, and it depends maybe on the person who it is. You know, if it's somebody you just met, as a man, you probably wouldn't feel comfortable with a woman doing that. If it's somebody you know for a while and she asks you that, maybe you'd be like, you know what? You can go ahead and get this one, but on the next one, I got you.
Look at what Travell said. He said, if a woman is initiating a date or lunch, she should be prepared to cover her own meal. I don't agree with her paying for both. That's a good point. She should at least pay half the bill. What you think about that?
I don't have a problem with that either. Like a lot of women do. A lot of women have a problem with going Dutch. Like, that's the D word that doesn't feel good to them.
Then I know the D word that don't feel good. You know what? I hope you put a noise or something on here.
Yeah.
But
again, if your first impression would, could be your last. Mm-hmm. Even if she initiate the first date, you pay. Maybe the next time she pay for the next one. Yeah. I just feel like it shouldn't always solely be on the man to pay all the time.
Right. And most men want to feel appreciated. It's just a nice gesture. If you want to take your man out, ladies, there's nothing wrong with that. I think one time me and you went out and we rock, paper, scissors on the date.
Probably did.
Remember?
You know what I'm saying? Probably did.
The people looking at us like it was crazy.
And these days and times, you said it earlier, a date doesn't have to be expensive. I've always said that. Mm-hmm. I think now, nowadays, women expect, not all, but some expect you to take them out to what's an expensive place out there?
What if you're traveling or something like that and you say you want to take her to Disney? Remember that episode you did on your podcast where Orlando is for lovers? Some people will go the extra mile and take their woman to Disney or crazy. Somewhere just to show her a good time. Yeah. But you can consider that an expensive date.
You should not take anyone out on the first date.
Yeah, on the first date, that's a little weird.
That's crazy. You're a sucker for love if you're doing that.
What if you're online dating and you just say, well, let's meet in Orlando or something?
You shouldn't do that either. You don't know the person. Tosh says the first date is a chance for a man to show how interested he is in her, and he can do that by paying. This is his chance to impress her.
Wait, but then Huff says it goes both ways though. She gotta impress me too.
Hey, I'm with Huff. I'm with Cuz. Like, think about it. Like, out of all of this, we have to remember time is the most valuable and precious thing.
You better speak on it.
So we have to value each other's time. Forget how much the meal costs. Forget who initiated. It's all about the time. So we're spending time with each other, getting to know each other.
Right.
So again, your impression, I need to impress you just like you need to impress me. I'm with Huff. It worked both ways because
on a first date, we're solely talking about a first date.
Yeah, we have to impress each other.
So it would be impressive to you if the woman pays?
No, again, for me, no.
Okay.
Only way that it would impress me, again, on my end, is that if I've known this person for a long time. You understand what I'm saying? If I've known this person for a long time and this person decided to pay, because I want to look at it as, I just met her, I'm trying to impress her. I know her.
Okay.
But if it's somebody who I'm trying to impress and I don't know her and I just met her, I'm old school. I have to pay. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? And I would feel weird if I'm trying to impress a chick. I came up to the chick, asked for a number, and then I'm going to let her pay for the date.
Well, she initiated, remember.
But still,
if she initiated the date.
Still, I wouldn't. It just as a man, it feels weird for a woman to be the aggressor anyway. It takes the fun out of it.
That's you. I think it's a generational thing too. No disrespect to the younger generation, but
I
see the comments. They are going in. I want to read that too. She put, no, not on the first date. A way to impress him is not to get in the bed on the first date.
Who said that though?
Well, some men are impressed by that. She started laughing. And look, Travell talking about, sis, what you talking about?
I'm with Travell. Ain't nobody talking about getting in the bed. We just solely talking about, a date. Brooke, what up?
Hey, bro.
But yeah, like, ain't nobody. That's the thing you have to be worried about,
So would that impress you? Like, you went on the first date, and let's say you showed the girl a good time.
Yeah.
Let's say the girl is me, and I try
to. It gotta be you.
Yeah, it has to be me at this point.
Jeez, it can't be Regina Hall.
Hell no.
Go ahead.
But let's say the first night we come home, come home for like a recap, and I'm trying to sleep with you.
Just the first night?
The first night. Would you be impressed by that? Would you try to stop me?
Absolutely, because...
Are you lying for the people?
No. See, this is the thing, ladies, you got to understand. When you do that, in the words of the late, great Tupac, I don't wonder if it's that easy. And then we think also, if you're doing this to me, how many other guys you done this with?
I'm going to set my wine on that one.
How many times have you done this? So not all of us are impressed with doing it the first night.
Well, you said that because remember we had that discussion on what episode that was? We talked about that. Y'all need to go back and check it out.
Might have been episode 2. But yeah, every guy is not impressed by that.
Yep. Even Travell said nope.
No, we not. Maybe if you're younger, you might be because it's your first time doing it, and you getting out the house, your little chest on your hair, you feeling yourself, you might want to do it, when you're younger. But when you get up in the age, 30 and up, it's like, all right, we've been there already, so I'm not impressed with that.
Right. Okay, that's a good point.
And ladies, you got to be careful. Be careful what you ask for, because you will get that dude that be quick to pay. Go to these places and pay $200 for a plate.
And they expect to get something.
So you got to be very careful what you ask for. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Huff. It worked both ways. I'm going to court you. I'm going to impress you. You got to impress me as well.
Right.
Bring the real you.
You have to impress each other.
Yeah. It can't be one-sided.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? People out there listening, let us know. Leave your comments on YouTube or whatever, on any platform, YouTube, Anchor, wherever. If a woman initiated the date, the first date, is she obligated to pay?
Should she be expected to pay?
And I'm with Javelle again. I just said that. Be very careful who you entertain.
Yes, absolutely. But that first date, like you said, that's how you make an impression.
Right.
And usually that first date is going to decide whether or not you want to go on another date.
Because best believe, fellas, if you don't impress her, or if you make her pay, while y'all waiting on the food to come, she texting her friends, she tweeting, she DMing everybody. This nigga made me do this. Yeah.
We do not do that.
Yes, they do. And yes, they do. So be careful. Them.
Well, I'm not them, but okay.
But everybody
That's
IG,
a good point.
Everybody IG, you know what I'm saying? We about to sound off. Again, check this out on YouTube. All right.
All
Peace,
right.
y'all.
So moving on, we got an email from somebody, and this is a really interesting email. It's a very long email. So y'all stay with me. Let me pull it up. Basically, at the end of the email, the lady asked, how do you deal with someone who has baggage? Or can you be in a relationship with someone who has a lot of baggage? So let me pull it up.
And we ain't talking about Goyard or Louis Vuitton. We talking about like that baggage.
Yeah, I think I made it clear, dear.
Okay.
So it says, and this person wants to remain anonymous. I'm not gonna say her name. Man, this is a long email. Let me sip my wine first. Hold on.
Any excuse for you to sip some wine? Come on, man. Clock is ticking.
Okay. She says, hi guys. I've been dating my boyfriend for about 8 months now. Let me first start off by saying this. He's really nice and very attractive. Okay. He's also very considerate, respectful, and goes to church with me every Sunday. Definitely the guy a mother would approve of. For my birthday, he took me skydiving, which is something I've never done but always wanted to do. He even did it with me, even though I know he was scared. However, we're not on the same level financially, and I feel like he comes with a lot of unnecessary baggage. Let me explain. I make about $50,000 a year, and he makes $13 an hour.
Uh-oh.
Plus, he does Lyft on the side.
Hustler.
He lives alone and still takes care of his ex-girlfriend's son.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Now, because of the recent change in his work schedule, we probably only see each other 2 times a week. And out of those 2 days, one of them is spent with the ex's son. The little boy is 4. And when I asked why is he still spending time with him, he said because the real father is not around and he's been in his life since he was 1 year old. So he's the only father figure the kid knows. In addition, my boyfriend lives check to check, so anything extra usually goes to the kid first. At first, I didn't have a problem with it, but now that we're getting more serious and his schedule has changed, I would like him to spend less time with the kid and focus on us. Every time the little boy's mother calls, he jumps, and sometimes I feel as if he's being taken advantage of. Every time I bring it up, we argue, and he says I'm selfish because he's just a little kid. Also, keep in mind, neither of us have kids of our own. I know I'm not perfect, but my question is, would you date someone with baggage like this, even though he's a great guy overall?
This was a long story.
So what you think?
First thing first, that I would not say it's baggage. Yeah, I mean, for me,
Ex's son is not baggage. That's not his son.
No, but I don't think that's baggage. I mean, he, the child is 4. He known him since he was 1, so that's a 3-year relationship. So he feels like he just can't end that, and I understand that. I think her main issue, because she said it several times, is the income.
Well, hold on. Let's do a role reversal. If she was the one still taking care of her ex's kid, would you still have the same opinion, the same perspective?
It depends on how long.
The same situation, just role reverse.
Yeah, it depends also how long they've been together. Because
she said since he was 1, the little boy's now 4.
So they've been together 3 years. I don't think you can cut them off that quickly. I can see how that could be a problem in the beginning, but I don't think you cut them off that quickly. I think eventually you have to, because you grow in a relationship. Again, he's the only male figure he's had, so there's an attachment on both ends. So I don't think you cut them off that quickly. Slowly but surely you would have to cut them off.
Yeah, and I think also if he's going to do that, like if he doesn't plan on being in his child's life forever, cut it off now while he's still young and can't remember. He's only 4. And a lot of people, I'm not going to say everybody, a lot of people may have a problem with that you're still taking care and still having contact with your ex, even though that little boy's not yours. So he may have problems in the future, even though it might not work out with this girl. The next girl might not, appreciate that either. Yeah. And vice versa. Like, I don't know too many men that would be okay with a woman taking care of somebody else's kid that's not hers, especially if they're trying to build something together.
Well, I don't think you'll hear that from a woman.
What do you mean? That
they'll still take care of or be in contact with the ex's kid. I never heard that from a woman.
Well, if it's a girl, I'm just saying, because this is a little boy and this is a man. And I think if a woman was attached to a little girl that she from a previous relationship, you never know. It happens.
That would be news to me. I never heard anything like that.
But I think it happens. I think it does happen.
But I think it happens more with a male and a little boy, because maybe that guy, that situation happen a lot with there's no male figure.
Right.
So, but that's one issue. But I think the income is an issue. Because at first she put it out there. Hey, I make 50. He make 13 an hour when he does Uber.
Well, I think she put it out there because whatever extra he has, he can't take her out on a date if he's going to spend it on the little boy that's not his.
True. But then she turned around and said, well, he does this and he's hardly home anymore.
Right, because of his schedule. So, and she did make some points that he was a good guy.
Yeah.
He seemed like a good guy. I mean, he has to be to take care of somebody else's child. I don't know if I would.
That's the key thing you have to look at. It's been, I would be more concerned if he cut him off quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you have to look at the bigger picture. The further they get in the relationship, of course, you don't want him still being around his ex or putting money into a child that's not his. I get that, especially if they decide to get real serious, potentially get married.
So who would be first priority?
Still what, if they're married?
No, right now in the relationship.
I mean, his girl, it depends on how serious their relationship is. His girl is still top priority, but again, you just don't want to just up and leave that kid.
Right. And that's another thing.
Eventually you have to do it.
You have to look at it because he's so young.
I couldn't do it.
So if you're going to do it and you guys are going to have that conversation, do it while he's too young to remember.
You can do that, but again, I don't think you do it right away.
No,
you just slowly but surely, because
slowly.
I couldn't do it. Even if I ended a relationship with this young lady and it ended bad, and I had a real close relationship with this kid like he was my own, I would not end it fast. Even if I had to call her, hey, put him on the phone. I would have to, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, if it started to affect my relationship, I would have to let it go. It'll hurt, but I have to let it go.
Yeah.
Like, it's not easy. That's why, a lot of men, including myself, when I was younger, of course, I never wanted to deal with a woman that had a kid because I never wanted to get a personal attachment with their kid.
Oh, wow. That's a good point.
I never wanted one. Like, if I seen the chick and she had little bastards running around, I was like, nah. I can't. Let her go. Let her go. You know what I'm saying? Let her go. But as you get older and then you have your own, your mind changes because you want people to be open with you and your kid. Because at some point, every damn body got a kid. So it's like you can't really have that same mentality.
But it's good to date people with kids because you kind of get an idea of what kind of parent they would be. You know what I mean? And what kind of parent they would be if you two were to have kids.
Yeah.
So that was never an issue. Now, if you had like multiple kids, now, no, I'm not talking about people with multiple children.
Like, yeah, if you was like Future and you had 12 kids, that'd be a problem. Like Bobby Brown, some of them niggas, yeah.
But it had to be your kid. I mean, I don't know how it feel about you taking care of somebody else's kid.
Yeah, that could be.
I mean, I probably would think you was still cool because, I mean, like I said, it takes a real man to do that. I honestly believe that. But at some point, when it comes down to, she said, his schedule, and she's only able to see him 2 days out the week, you know, if that's not your kid, I wouldn't expect you to be making plans with me, you, and him.
Yeah, that may be a bit much. Like I said, it would probably be reduced to FaceTime or something.
Right.
You know, or even, you know, if she wanted to come with me, I stop by the house. Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And we leave. Like, it won't be a every weekend thing, or, you know, something that can.
Would you pick him up from school and all that? Pay his daycare?
No, hell no.
No?
No, that stops. Once the relationship stops, all those kind of privileges
stop. But that's
stop.
what the little boy is used to.
Yeah, well, you know, blame his mama.
Blame his mama? Yeah. Hold on. It takes two people to break up. You can't put the blame on her. No,
probably was her fault.
Nope.
So,
you know what? Let me get my wine again.
Drink it.
Now you talking shit.
Yeah, but yeah, you just can't.
He could have did something and the mom broke it off.
I'm gonna say the mama did it though.
Of course you gonna say that.
Yeah, this ain't a Tyler Perry movie, so I could paint it the way I want to paint it. It was the woman's fault this time.
Leave Tyler Perry out of this.
It's her fault. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a tricky one. A lot of people go through it every day.
Yeah.
So
we want to hear from y'all though. We want to know what y'all think about that. And if you guys can do it, could you be in a relationship with somebody who's taking care of a child that's not theirs?
And I got a question, because the word baggage was mentioned in this email. What is baggage to you?
Baggage would be when somebody has a lot going on, like maybe drama, things from their past relationship, you know, something that maybe that other person doesn't have. It just depends on what it is. But I would consider that baggage because she doesn't have kids, he doesn't have kids, so I would consider that baggage.
I wouldn't. I would consider if that was his kid and they had a bad relationship, you know, and it got nasty, and you know she calling, cussing the new girlfriend out.
Oh, you mean the baby mama?
Yeah, like
okay,
if that was their kid, then I would consider that baggage. But this situation, because he could just easily leave the kid if he wanted to, and that's it. Like baggage, you know, baggage, like you go to the airport, it's heavy. You know what I'm saying? So you can't.
So what is baggage for you?
Like I said, like anything that, you know, it could be something that's bought from a previous relationship,
carried on into the new relationship.
To me, that's baggage, and to the point where
the baby mamas, multiple baby mamas.
It could be baby mamas. It could be a failed marriage from before. It could be the woman could have had abortions. You know what I'm saying? And she's
how is that baggage for your new relationship?
Because she may not want to have kids again. You know what I'm saying? Anything.
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah. That's a really good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff is baggage. Or a woman, like we talked about before. A woman probably was mistreated by guys in the past, and a good guy come along and she don't want to let her guard down. She don't want to open up. That's baggage. Or they're in a relationship and she just don't want to do things because of stuff in the past. Like that kind of stuff I consider baggage.
Or a man that still live at home with his mama.
That's not baggage.
That's baggage.
No, that's
because now every time you go over there, you got to sit in the living room with him and his mama while she's staring at you, asking a bunch of questions. That's baggage because she may have her own place.
No, that's not baggage. That's just a nigga that still live with his mama. That's not baggage though. he ain't figured it out yet. You know, we're not gonna down talk that guy because maybe it's gonna take some time.
I'm gonna down talk him.
That ain't what?
I'm gonna down talk them.
Down talk the guy for living home with his mama? What about the women that live home with their mama? What about them? Yeah,
that's fine.
Real quiet, yeah. Double standards.
That's fine.
Ooh, wee.
But it's different. It's one of those what do you call it? Sexist things where you don't expect a man to be living at home with his mama. He's a grown man. You expect a man to be on his own. And some women too. I mean, we're not gonna do that.
We can't just say that.
At a certain age, you should not be living at home with your mama. That is baggage.
I agree with that, but I'm gonna be that guy tonight. We can't just say to men, because what is a woman that still lives home?
Well, I'm a woman, so I can't say that.
Well, I'm
being biased.
If you're a certain age, your ass should be out of your parents' house, male or female.
Well, depending on the situation. Now, depending on his situation and her situation, but for the most part, no 40-year-old man should be living with his mom.
That's ridiculous.
No 40-year-old woman should be living with their mom.
I agree with that. Hell, no 35-year-old man should, even though it's tough times, but, hell, you could go get a one-room shack like Biggie did. You know what I'm saying? Get efficiency or something. I know rent is crazy high, but you got to be able to, at a certain point, you should not still be living with your parents, male or female.
What about roommates?
As long as you're out your parents' house.
Okay.
You be a roommate. You're not living with your parents. I don't have no problem with that.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with being a roommate either, because
you still gotta hold your end of the weight, and there's nobody there supporting you. You're on your own. So.
Well, thank God I ain't have to deal with that with you. You've been on your own since what?
I was 24 years old, and that's considered late for some people. For some people, but that's your mid-20s.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But,
all right.
So anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yes. We recently just came back from Jacksonville. Went on a road trip with the kids. And I want to ask the people that's listening, have you guys ever heard of punch buggy? Because you say you never heard of it, which is strange to me. Right?
And again, folks, like I said earlier, you can go ahead and subscribe to YouTube.
No,
YouTube.
I'm serious. I think you are the only person. When it comes to traveling, we used to play this game called Punch Buggy. Meaning, if you've seen a Volkswagen, an old Beetle, you have to call it before somebody else in the car calls it, and you punch them. You say you've never heard of that game. So, people out there listening, let me know if y'all have ever played that game, or if y'all, ever heard of it at least. What was the game you told me you and your brother used to play?
That's My Car. Everybody from the hood played That's My Car.
How do you play That's My Car? What do you just look at a car and say, that's my car?
You gotta call her first. You in the car, the first one who see the car, that's my car. That's it. That's hood.
Yeah, it's so boring.
What you call a
punch buggy? So you say punch buggy yellow, pop,
that is
punch
so
him.
whack. Again, people out there listening again, follow us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes.
All that.
Check us out. Hit the notification button. I promise you it won't cost you a thing. And Mr. Thomas Game Podcast. And we out.
We out.